Black woman CEO publicly humiliated by billionaire white family. Then she cancels the $500 million deal. In a world where power is often measured by money and influence, one woman dared to stand up for something greater: her dignity. This is the story of Ava Morgan, a self-made CEO who built her empire from nothing, and how one humiliating moment in a billionaire's mansion changed everything. Ava grew up on the south side of Chicago. Her mother worked 2 jobs. Her father left when she was 9. From a young age, Ava knew one thing: if she wanted a future, she had to build it herself. She studied business administration at Howard University, graduated top of her class. By 28, she founded Novatech Solutions, a data and AI company that revolutionized how small businesses use digital analytics. By 35, Novatech had contracts worth over $300 million. Ava became one of the youngest and most successful Black women CEOs in America. But success, especially for a Black woman in a white-dominated corporate world, came with challenges she had to face alone. Ava's company was about to sign a $500 million merger deal with the Harrington Group, a powerful family-owned conglomerate known for luxury real estate and global investments. For Ava, this deal wasn't just business, it was history in the making. It would make Novatech a global brand and prove that a Black-owned tech company could stand on equal ground with the old money elite. But for the Harringtons, led by patriarch Charles Harrington Sr., his son Richard, and his daughter Victoria, the deal was more about power than partnership. They saw Ava as talented, but not one of them. Ava arrived at their estate for a private dinner to finalize terms. Everything looked perfect, until it wasn't. Charles Harrington, smiling coldly. "So, Miss Morgan, or should I say Doctor, I hear you've done quite well for yourself. Impressive, especially considering where you started." Awkward silence. Laughter from Victoria. Ava, controlled tone. "I believe where we start matters less than where we finish, Mr. Harrington." Victoria, mocking. "Oh, relax, Ava. We're just having a little fun. You don't need to be so serious, Richard," snickering. "Exactly. I mean, we just want to know what it's like, being the only woman in a room full of real businessmen." Laughter echoes. Camera pans to Ava's calm face, emotion restrained. She smiled politely, but inside something broke. As the dinner went on, the comments grew sharper. They mocked her accent, her skin tone, her overly confident attitude. Victoria even joked, "My brother's company could use someone like you. You'd make a great PR story, a diversity win." The table erupted in laughter. Ava looked around. These people, the so-called partners, weren't laughing with her. They were laughing at her. She placed her napkin down, took a deep breath. "Ava, I think I've heard enough for tonight." Charles. "Oh, come on, Ava. Don't be dramatic, it's just business." Ava, standing tall. "No, Mr. Harrington. This isn't business. This is disrespect." And with that, she walked out of the mansion, leaving behind her half-drunk glass of wine and a room full of shocked billionaires. The next morning, headlines everywhere. Deal expected to close. $500 million agreement between Novatech and Harrington Group. Her team was ready. The press awaited her signature, but Ava hadn't forgotten that night. She called an emergency meeting. "Ava, I've made my decision. We're not signing the deal, board member." "What?" "Ava, that's $500 million on the table." "Ava, money can't buy respect, and I will never do business with people who think they're better because of the color of my skin or the sound of my voice." Her board was silent, but within hours her statement went public. A tweet from Ava's verified account. "Greater than, a deal built on disrespect is a deal not worth signing. I choose dignity over dollars." Always the post went viral. Millions of shares, global headlines. Ava Morgan trended for 3 days straight. CNN. The Harrington Group faces backlash after CEO Ava Morgan cancels a major merger, citing racial and gender discrimination. Stock prices of Harrington Group fell by 12% in a single week. Major investors began pulling out. Charles Harrington was forced to issue a public apology, which only made things worse. Meanwhile, Novatech's value skyrocketed. New investors, inspired by Ava's stand, poured in millions. Within months, her company crossed the $1 billion valuation mark. Ava, smiling. They told me I needed their name to be taken seriously. They were wrong. All I needed was my self-respect. The audience erupted in applause. She ended her speech with words that would echo across the internet. Greater than, they laughed at me for being different. I laughed back when they realized I didn't need their approval. Ava Morgan didn't just walk away from $500 million. She walked toward her purpose. Because power isn't about money. It's about knowing your worth and never settling for less. Greater than, respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that no longer serves your growth.